Okay, well, it's 2020. Happy New Year. 2019 was kind of interesting for us. We started this YouTube channel about a year ago, and it's been interesting to kind of see the reaction from our reactions. We've been doing, started doing these reaction videos, and I'm kind of blown away by like the interaction that we've seen with all of you. Unfortunately, we haven't been very consistent with the videos, but we're hoping that that will actually change. There's actually quite a few things that we actually want to do with this channel. One of the things is kind of break down more into our lives. We don't want to, we're not trying to be the Kardashians where you were seeing us make every decision 24/7. And nothing against them. I know it's easy to make fun of them, but that's not it. That's not an easy gig, and that's not what we want. With that said, there are three things that I'm kind of working on for this year. I know this is, New Year's Day. We tend to make a lot of resolutions and goals and whatnot. And that's kind of the point of our family. It's not necessarily the grass is always greener. We just always want to level ourselves up. And sometimes that works out really easily, or maybe not necessarily easily. Maybe it can be accomplished, and other times it just doesn't work out. I have yet to learn how to speak French, even though I've been doing Duolingo for like 3 years. But we're always looking to improve our lives. And I've kind of broken it down for me into 3 different categories. The first being physical. I've got to get back in shape. I don't know how many years ago, I broke both my ankles, my foot, all within a year, gained over 100 pounds, was really stressed out, and I developed adrenal gland fatigue, and it's been kind of a bit of a pain to try to get back to my old self. So I'm really going to focus on that this year, and not a quick fix. I've done every crazy diet, but trying to get it off as soon as possible. This, I'm just going to do it right. Take my time, but be consistent. That's the biggest thing with any type of goal. The second thing is to really focus on my career. A lot of you know I play in the band Launch Point, and when it's in the studio, I'm really by myself. I play the drums, bass, guitar, I sing, I write songs. I've been a music producer for over 15 years, about 17 years actually. So in the studio, it's just myself. And then when I go play live, then I have guys that play with me. But I'm also a music producer, like I said. And so I mix for bands, and I also consult for bands to help boost their careers. So I'm really going to focus on that this year. And then the last thing is the financial game. It's something that, being an entrepreneur, your income each month just kind of, comes and goes. I've had great months where I've made 5 figures in a month, and then to only make barely $100 the next month. So one, I want to keep that nice and consistent, kind of level that out, but also plan ahead for those, things that may come up, life in general. The things that I'm really focusing on is the T. Harv Eker, the 6-jar money saving method. Katie and I, we're almost debt free, which is awesome, because especially those student loans, those are really, those are big hiccups in your life. But also I'm learning to invest. We actually now own stock. We own shares in stocks, and it's kind of a weird feeling. I feel like an adult. I feel so grown up. So those are the 3 things that I'm really focusing on. And each week, my plan is to kind of vlog about those things. Monday, focusing on the career. Wednesday, the more physical, like diet and exercise and things that I'm doing to improve my body. And Financial Friday, which has a nice ring to it. Just kind of share things that have been working for me, or maybe things that haven't been working for me. I'm also dabbling in, ClickBank and affiliate marketing, and, other stuff like that. So hopefully you can follow along, or give me some tips, or see what I've done right and replicate it, or see what I didn't do. And then you can just be like, I'm not going to do that because John already messed up on that. The other thing is to kind of see what the kids are doing. Madeline, I mean, she has been a really talented artist for a long time. And I know everyone thinks their kids are cool, and I was really trying to stay away from that. But I remember she did this painting for a fundraiser. A friend of ours' daughter passed away, and they had a scholarship. And she had done this painting. It was the first time where I was like, man, she could maybe do something with this. And I went to the auction, and it was already gone. It was already sold, and I was never able to track down that person. And I'm glad that it raised money for my friend's scholarship, but I'm really bummed that that painting is lost. I don't know where it is. I mean, it's not, I mean, it's just lost to me. Someone has it hanging up, and who knows what it may become later on. But she has been getting a lot of orders, and she's starting her own Etsy shop. And with Lyndon, his artwork is more kind of cartoon character based, to where, I mean, I don't know today's cartoons. I mean, I remember, you know, Transformers and Thundercats and Ninja Turtles and all that. So I'll ask him, like, what are those characters from? He's like, oh, I just made them up. I'm like, dude, that's a series. That's a t-shirt. So now he's kind of developing that as well. So not only will we have reaction videos, we're going to be kind of doing these day in the life of, or, you know, whatever projects they're working on. And then we also do this thing where we do a family fun night. We kind of started this thing when the kids were starting to kind of, you know, getting like 4 or 5 years old. And we wanted to make sure that at least once a week, we did something just fun. And it's kind of rotates where, you know, I'll do one weekend, Katie will do one, and each kid. And we'll get to choose. And sometimes it's as simple as, you know, watching a movie and then going and getting food. And then other things, we've done kind of these challenges. And it's kind of fun, and I think it might be entertaining. We'll see what you guys think. So we might be documenting that as well. But the big thing is, we're glad that we've seen such a positive growth with this channel. Something that we just kind of did on a whim, just for fun. We didn't set out to be like YouTubers or anything like that. We're really grateful with the response, and it's a nice way to where we can kind of document our life and go back and watch and like, oh, remember when we did that? It's kind of a video scrapbook for us. We're just glad that you guys have joined us. So if you're new to the channel, by all means subscribe. We're going to do some fun things. But again, we just want to say thank you for the feedback that we've gotten through the comments. Most have been positive, but that's social media, right? But we can't wait to see what 2020 brings us, and we hope it treats you well along the way too. So we'll see you around.